everybody? It's me again, Cossimoses the First, Chicago street poet, the living pharaoh, whatever you want to call me, whatever you know me as. You know, the many people that know me and know what I stand for, know what my poetry is about. Well, anyway, I'm here to share another installment of the Chicago Street Poet series, and what I'm going to do is share a few poems with you today, and I'm going to share a poem called Bump Like a Hoe, an abomination. They're crying over him, a lonely road, what she wanted, and last but not least, demented. This is the conclusion of my Scandalous Bitches and Dumbass Hoes series. This is part 2. And for all those real women out there, I want to let you know that that's no disrespect to you. This is for all those scandalous bitches who you know out there that try to be your friend and try to hang around you and get you to be a dirty, scandalous bitch like them. So to all you real women out there who hold your own and about respect and being right and treating men right, I got nothing but love and respect for you. It's no disrespect. You are never a bitch. You are never a hoe. I don't see you as scandalous or nothing. I have nothing but the utmost respect for you. You are a real woman, and this is what womanhood is truly about. But what I'm talking about today is the opposite of what true womanhood is about. This is about these stupid, immature, dumb bitches that play games and try to cause mass chaos in this world by using what's in between their legs the wrong way. So, here I go. Bump like a hoe. I bumped her like she was a hoe. This stupid chick thought that I didn't know. It shows how crazy some women are. They have no will to grow. She said, man, this is new. And she stuck around like glue. She wanted me to think she was a woman like I was on the new. She played her game unsharp. Thought it was an instrument like the harp. She didn't know she would get eaten up. I fished her like some carp. She said, I see us old and gray. In the same bed we gon' lay. She did a lot of disrespectful things. We would have to end one day. I would see her acting like a sneak. She wasn't tricking me with the things she speak. I guess she thought I didn't know. I needed someone strong, not someone so weak. I played ignorant to have good times. Behind my back, she did a lot of crimes. I had to stoop to a lower level. I couldn't even write my rhymes. There was no way this girl could be right. She wasn't used to a man with might. She didn't realize what she had, and I couldn't turn on her light. I saw myself going one way down. When talked about, she would offer a frown. She was one of those women who couldn't see nothing real. Maybe she'd do better with a clown. I would have to send her back where she came. Ain't got time to be playing her game. I'm trying to get somewhere in life. To be stuck with a fool is a shame. I bumped her like she was a hoe. The stupid chick thought that I didn't know. I will never speak to her ever again. A real man ain't saving no hoe. Bump like a hoe, everybody, and basically it's self-explanatory. It's nothing I can really elaborate behind that. You'll get the message clearly, I'm sure. Next poem is called An Abomination. Listen closely. Uncomfortable with the natural way, 'cause her Lucifer's flying around. She'd rather be with a woman. There's a lot of that going around. Can't stand obeying men. She'd rather be the one in charge. Men are just too dumb for her. She liked to live life large. She always wanted a family, one of her main goals and her dream. But the type of family she seek to build is a sad one for one to dream. She sought to fulfill her mission. Found a woman just as slow as her. They actually let them marry. She adopted 2 girls with her. She thinks that life is perfect, having a wife and not a husband. I hate to hear what she tells the children, why she don't have a husband. I think of the children's fate, having to grow up and be misguided. 2 women as a married couple, the kids will be misguided. In her eyes, wrong look like right, looking far from her creator. What I speak, I see as truth. I am far from being a hater. Some of these states have failed us. What about in God we trust? It was Adam and Eve, not Eve and Eve. To condone it, you're condoning dust. How is gay marriage legal? Aren't we a nation under God? We're quick to accept this homo stuff, the stuff that ain't with God. I believe in freedom, and that freedom is based on right. But the same genders as a married couple, this freedom is never right. And basically it's about how they're promoting this gay and homosexual stuff as if it's equal to being a race, as if it's equal to being born black, white, Hispanic, Asian, or whatever. Even though that's wrong, but you still ain't in charge of what color you are. But you in charge of if you want to be heterosexual or homosexual. You in control of that. I'm not trying to hear people born that way and all that. That's lies. That's bullcrap. You know, we all born and we all have choices in life that are choices that we make on our own. And being a homosexual is a choice you make on your own. You're not born that way. You keep telling people that, and people gonna pat you on your back and tell you that you right and that they believe you. But we all know that's a lie. Nobody's born that way. If you was born to be a certain sex, you would have that organ. If you don't have that organ, then you on bullcrap. You're playing games. The only person got a right to be gay is a hermaphrodite, somebody born with both organs. A male, someone born with a penis and a vagina. Now they got the right to be either one. But if you born with one certain organ, then that's all you should be. If you're trying to be something opposite, then you don't love yourself, you hate your creator, and you're an abomination. It's the bottom line. And there's no way of getting around it. Truth is truth, you know. And that's that. All right. My next one is called They're Crying Over Him. Now, I'm finna lay this down for you, and you're going to understand why they're crying over him. Because these women play games, and once they done played their game and people done got tired of them, they always end up crying and wanting the person back. But a real man ain't going back to that. So check it out, everybody. They're crying over him. Now they're crying over him. Why'd he leave? He's just not there. He told them he wasn't to be played with. Girl, you better beware. You're either with him or you're with them. What type of life you gonna lead? Relationships are like open books. Few ever learn how to read. There he was doing things in dream. He just watched them mess it up, knowing they'll never find him again if they were to ever break up. Still, they had to chance it. The immature thinks it's all a game. There he was loving the draws, the other guy sexed their shame. A woman don't have many options. After all, they're gonna dry up. If they don't find a man to love their youth, no one's gonna want a dry cup. Still, you got the ones playing the games only to hit rock bottom. That man had a lot to give, the other just hit that bottom. So used to being cheap, they thought he was whipped. He ain't going nowhere. They pass up the world to be a piece of pussy, never having no self-care. It's a man's world. He has a special organ. It doesn't really matter what size. Females that think they got choices like men, you're up for a big surprise. They sexed other men, treated him really bad, keeping him around was slim. Can't get him off the mind, his rent is for free. They keep on crying over him. So basically, all you females who want to play games, in the end, you're going to be the one looking like a fool. Play games, mess with these guys that ain't finna do shit for you, cheat on your man that's doing everything for you with these goofies that just want to play with you and throw your ass away like you're a G.I. Joe figure or a Transformer, and see what the fuck gonna happen to you. See how you gonna regret everything and be looking stupid and die a lonely old lady with a wore out pussy. Bottom line. They're crying over him, everyone. Alright, my next one is called A Lonely Road. And check me out. It's a lonely road you're headed, playing those games you play. You think you're the smart one. It's not gonna go that way. Not straight up to anybody. You just have to tell a lie. Bullshit is all you have to offer. You'll offer it till you die. You're jealous of everything that doesn't evolve around you. You're just one messed up person. Your family thinks this too. You're not good at keeping secrets. You tell everybody's news. If a friend has things you want, you take whatever you choose. When someone tells you you're wrong, you act as if you're right. Your attitude is from another world, born in the depths of night. Whenever there's something to do, you're not going to do it right. No heart put into anything, a sad look to the sight. You can't be called a slob, but you like to live in a clutter. Trying to change is too hard, so you claim you stay in gutter. Everybody's moving along. The crowd you find is younger. You look like an old fool, that lifestyle you still hunger. Whatever comes your way, you fumble. There's nothing else to say. It's a lonely road you're headed, playing those games you play. And a lonely road is self-explanatory. You're out here playing these games. You think everything is a joke. You think you can keep on manipulating people and doing this and doing that and getting away with it. Eventually it's going to catch up with you. You're going to be looking stupid, and you're going to be the one on the lonely road all by yourself. Everybody that passed you by, you're the one left behind. Stupid. You understand me? All right. My next poem is entitled What She Wanted. And basically, this is about females that's confused and they really don't know what they want, but they got all these character flaws they're not trying to work on, and it just wreaks havoc to the people around them. The name of this is What She Wanted, everybody. She didn't want a man to make her. She wanted to make the man. But in this world, only boys follow women. She's never going to find a real man. A real man tried to be in a life full of class and too damn smart. A lot of dignity and full of ideas, keeping interest from the very start. In her heart, she felt it was right to love him, but she still had the urge to lead. He was so smart it never worked. There was no way she was going to lead. The jealousy inside would eat her up. Why did he have to be so good? All the guys before she could easily lead. With this one, she never could. He was always on top of everything. She felt like she had no worth. She wasn't used to following men. Forget God's gifts on earth. So confused in the mind, she don't know what to do. She decided to find something less. Another weak guy like the ones before. The woman couldn't deal with the best. He got wind of her actions, realized he didn't know her. She would never get him back. In a lifetime, it would show her. So goofy was the new guy, regretting her actions. Was she already in the right place? She couldn't do nothing right. Plus, he would always be all up in her face. So discouraged with this guy, she gave up on trying to lead. What he got that I ain't got, sleep with me, he would plead. She regretted leaving the real man, so found out how to reach negative pride with jealousy, the many lessons this would teach. So in other words, these women that's confused need to learn to figure out what womanhood is all about and learn to find their right place and stay with the right man and not be afraid of change. When you run into a real man, work with him. Don't work against him. Because when you work against him, you're going to lose him and you'll never find it ever again. There's a lot of boys in this world, but there's few men. So if you run into a man, consider yourself lucky and stick with him. Because there's a lot of boys that just want to play. Okay? What She Wanted, everybody. Last but not least, my poem is entitled Demented. And this is going to speak for itself. So, get ready. Demented. It was a devil up in her. No amount of good could satisfy her desire. All she could think was negativity. In these thoughts, she wouldn't retire. It was dangerous game she's played, for wickedness seeks an end. There she stands in the darkest alley. Bullshit she's quick to defend. Her face looking innocent like an angel, only formed to fool and entice. If you were to have a first impression, you'd think this person was nice. With eyes roaming all about the world, seeking whom to devour today, spreading allurements of wantedness to enslave souls in this way. She gains satisfaction and pride from being used by women's men. She is never able to quench this thirst. She hasn't stopped since it began. She steals as if it's a sport and lies and begins to believe. She is the rotten of all the rotten and gives no soul reprieve. As she walks about this lovely earth, men follow behind her step, eager to receive her moments of pleasure, something that cannot be kept. Every job she works, men lose their focus. Her bosses have had to resign. Behind her man's back, she makes remarks, giving other women's men a sign. On the crash course toward destruction, taking as many with her as she can. Many men were puzzled by her ways. No one seemed to understand. It was a soul that gave up long ago, a darkened path so long cemented. Beware of the fowls you encounter in life. Beware of the sick and demented. Now, in this world, you're going to run into people that's demented. And this is not just with women, this is men too. You know, that play all type of games and their focus is on the wrong things. Their focus is on the things that will pass away and that's nothing. When their main focus should be on things that can bring good fruit. And when you run into these people, you must realize who they are. You can't feel sorry for them. The greatest lesson to ever learn is to let go. And you must let them go and never look back because they're sick and demented and they'll never change. They're going to stay the way they are until they turn to dust because this is the path that they've chosen, the way of the sick and demented. And with this start, it's me, Cossimoses the First. I'm going to keep doing the Street Poet series, so be prepared to hear a lot more work coming from me. And make sure you sub me and keep me, stay posted on my latest videos because there's a lot to learn. And I'm gonna keep on writing these poetry, and I'm gonna keep on teaching the world, and it's time for us to gain morals. It's time for us to make this world a better place. It's time for us to wake up. It's time for us to accept the Christ consciousness and learn to love and demand no love in return. We must all learn to be the best person that we can be and work on changing our characters and making ourselves better people so that we can overcome the nonsense and all the crap that makes this world so messed up. It's time for us to rise and step up and take our rightful place in the affairs of men and women and become the best person that we can be. And this should be our main focus, not money, cars, clothes, and stuff like that. Our main focus should be character building, making ourselves a better person. So with that thought, Cossimoses the first, the living pharaoh, I'm out of here, and make sure you sub. Much love.